Howdy partners, it's Drifts and Lifts here. Alright guys, so I'm just hanging out in the black wagon. I haven't thought of a name for the black wagon yet, so maybe you guys can help me with that. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for Turbo Scott and Cole to show up. I'm just waiting at their house right now. So we're gonna do a couple things to the black wagon and have some fun today. Yeah, the car is like bone stock right now. I haven't done anything to it other than fix the crank pulley like you guys saw in my other video. So yeah, today we're going to throw this Turbo Smart manual boost controller in, and I also am going to hack the exhaust off at the downpipe, because honestly I can't have a car with a stock exhaust. It just bugs me too much. It's way too quiet. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go for a rip in it. So this motor, as you guys know, is really tired. I haven't done a compression test on it, but it has hardcore piston slap, like the worst piston slap I've ever had in a red block. And it's because it got overheated many times by the previous owner, the crank pulley situation, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm going to basically boost the shit out of it and put it through the ringer, because I'm going to do a motor swap on this car eventually anyways. I'm going to throw the lower kilometers red block I have in my garage in this wagon. So I figured before I do that, I may as well get some use out of this motor for the fun of it. So if you guys don't know already, the LH 2.2 cars, so that's any 740 turbo from 1984 till 1989, they have an Overboost Solenoid underneath the dash. So it's underneath here, and basically if you don't want it to overboost, you don't unplug that. Now say if you wanted to go over what the Overboost factory thing is, which is 14 psi, you can unplug that. You just remove the vacuum line from it, and basically you can boost as high as you want. If you want to grenade the motor and throw 20 pounds at it, you could. So I'm gonna leave the Overboost Solenoid in. What I'm gonna do is install the Turbo Smart manual boost controller, and I'm gonna crank it up until we hit fuel cut because of the Overboost Solenoid, and then I'm gonna dial it back like 1 or 2 clicks, and then from there, yeah, we'll just go for a rip and kind of see how it goes. So I hope you guys like the video. Should be pretty fun. I hear a turbo red block rolling up with an open downpipe. Oh, there it is. Yo, yo. What's up? Turbo Scott and Cole is in the building. So, let the hacking and boost controlling and overboosting begin. Oh, hey, check it out, guys. I put on the turbo grill that I got from Patrick Sullivan. Thank you, Patrick. So, it's a good feature because this car is turboed.
Plates.
Turbo, yeah, I got plates. Oh yeah, guys, I transferred the insurance over from the A tractor onto this wagon, and while I was at it, I totally forgot that the cop took my plates while he was doing that. So I cruised around for a bit with no plates unknowingly, and luckily no more cop problems from that. So yeah, we're all good. Me and Scott are gonna do some hacking.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we should go for a rip in it and film the acceleration down that road over there, and then throw the boost controller and hack the exhaust and see the difference maybe.
That's not a bad idea.
If you're down. Okay. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so we're gonna do a WOT pull down this road here, and Scott's gonna film, show you guys what it's like before the boost and the cut pipe. So just film like, okay, ready for this? Fucking lightning speed.
Oh, son.
Boost! Chirp in a second. Oh yeah, top a second. Oh yeah. Man, it's honestly not too bad.
Dude, not bad at all.
Oh, it's gonna be alright with the boost controller, I think.
I think it'll be good.
Yes, it is. So there you go, guys. Hope that gave a good representation of kind of what it's like right now. So yeah, we're gonna cruise back to the house and do some hacking and some boosting. Hell yeah. All right, car's jacked up. It's on jack stands. We're gonna use this thing, the Sawzall. Yeah. Yeah, it solves everything, all. So we're gonna use it to saw the downpipe.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep. Okay, so getting under the car here. Look what I found here. A little hole in the muffler. I didn't even notice that before. So, no, just an interesting thing. So we're gonna cut right. I don't know. I think we'll cut it on the back side of the axle, right there, and then up at the downpipe up here. Probably just right here. That's where I like it usually. I'm gonna rock it like that for a while until I can get a side pipe. And there you have it. That's just the angle I went with. See, I kind of messed up at the start and I went with the grinder, and then I finished it with a Sawzall and didn't really get it on the perfect angle. But it's good. It has a little bit of downturn, so it's like at least shooting the exhaust fumes right at the ground on a bit of an angle, but 45 degrees. So yeah, we're gonna do one more cut back there, and then it should all just slide right out. Okay guys, so we're gonna start up and see what it sounds like.
Sounds proper now.
About it, I think the best part about this is that I can't hear the tick of the motor anymore. So, you know, if you don't know it's there, if you can't hear it, it's not there.
Exactly.
Okay, time to remove exhaust. Drifts and lifts. See, Scott's into the drifts and lifts thing too. Fuck. Yeah, so there's the exhaust, guys. Look at this, had an aftermarket muffler on it. It's called the Quiet Flow, and I felt, you know, they named it appropriately because it was fairly quiet. Not sure about the flow, but probably is alright flow too. But yeah, removing all this muffler system and the cat, it should let it breathe a bit better for when we install the boost controller now. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go for a rip. Should be fun. I guess I should show you guys how to install a boost controller. It's really, really simple. Probably one of the easiest things you can do on these cars. So just one sec here. Alright guys, so here's my TurboSmart manual boost controller. It's a good quality one. It goes up in increments, just the little click on the side there. So if you notice on the boost controller it says wastegate pointing with an arrow. So you're going to want that line to be going to your wastegate actuator. This line right here coming off the turbo, that is not the wastegate. The wastegate is down beneath that. So you'll see the vacuum line running to the wastegate. So basically all we're doing is installing this boost controller in between the vacuum line. So yeah, we're gonna cut it. We're gonna run a little bit bigger vacuum line wherever I put that, and we're gonna, like, you know, bring the boost controller somewhere up here so we can adjust it easily under the hood. And yeah, so I'll show you what it looks like once we're done here. All right, so thanks, judges. There we go. Scott got me some zap straps. I'm gonna zap strap the boost controller right here, and as you guys can see, so we got wastegate arrow pointing, and if you follow that line down, it's leading down to the wastegate actuator, and coming off the other side of the boost controller, that one's leading right to the nipple that's on the turbo. So yeah, then we can just adjust it. Usually on the TurboSmart, it's about like 4 increments, so 4 clicks on the controller is about at 1 psi kind of thing. As you get higher, I find that less clicks makes more psi, just how the air is flowing through that valve once it closes off more and more. So yeah. Alright, so I think we're gonna go for a rip here. I'm gonna like click it 10 times, see where we're at, and then maybe click it a little bit more, and then see how she goes, basically. Alright, so we're cruising right now. I clicked the boost controller 13 times, so it hasn't hit fuel cut yet. I just pinned it. It's kind of acting a little bit weird. It's not as fast as I thought it would be. Here, if I pin it in second gear, I guess it goes all right.
Not too bad.
It's actually not too bad. All right, maybe I like the turbo's going up to like crazy PSI. It's just wrapping the turbo gauge out. Okay, we'll turn around and then we'll do a full throttle pull all the way down this road. All right, that actually felt pretty good. The car's not that slow. It feels like it needs new spark plugs. I haven't done that yet, so I need to go through all the stage 0 things, I think. I can feel a small bit of hesitation as it climbs through the RPMs, but other than that, it actually pulls pretty good. I mean, it got up to like, where are we going there, like 130 pretty quickly. So we're gonna turn around. This is a big, nice, straight, open road. Nobody around. We'll do like a launch in first gear, and then Scott's gonna film, and I don't know, we'll see what we get up to. Maybe I could try turning the boost down a bit so it's not getting like the spark blowout or whatever it is. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Okay guys, here we go. I think we're good. So we'll put in first. So they just like kicked off. So your rips are real good. Alright, so that was only 10 clicks. We turned the boost down a bit and it actually rips pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. As far as like having a tired piston slappy old engine, we weren't hitting fuel cut, so I went under the hood and I turned it up 4 clicks. Let's see if it hits fuel cut now. We're gonna go rip it one more time. All right, so I went under there, I turned it another 4 clicks. So yeah, it should be hitting fuel cut now. On the stock turbo gauge, if I show you guys right here, at the top of the yellow, when I had the turbo gauge plugged in with my other gauge, it was about 10 PSI when the boost gauge was at the top of the yellow line. So it looks like right now it's spiking a bit past that, but then leveling out like below that. So we're hoping that the spike doesn't make it hit fuel cut, like the 15 PSI or whatever fuel cut may be. Okay, so yeah, Scott's gonna film. I'm gonna do another first gear launch. We got so much weight in this thing, it's like, driving it, you can just feel how heavy it is. It's fucking gross. Man, does this ever waste the gas too? Okay, there we go. 0 to like 100 and something. Didn't hit fuel cut yet, and honestly, I'm pretty stoked with the outcome. I'm glad to be back in a turbo car. You know, it'd be nice to drive Goldie right now, but I think I'm gonna have some pretty good fun with this thing. And honestly, the motor doesn't seem to run all that bad. I may as well get the use out of it that I can, you know, with this motor. I mean, it drifts and, well, it spins the tires, so it should drift pretty good. I can smell a little bit of oil smoke though. So I think the turbo, you know, might be a little bit old, puking a bit of oil out the seals. It's tough to say. I'm gonna have to put a catch can in it and yeah, a couple other things. So this is gonna be fun. I'm actually really stoked about this wagon. Probably pretty soon here, we're gonna be cutting the springs and I'll put the cool wheels on it and that. I'll try to be really easy with the fenders when I roll them this time, because you know the body on this car is really nice and I would like to make it a little more clean than the usual spec I go for. Yeah, good car I think. What do you think, Scott?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for what it is. Yeah, I'm glad that the motor's not completely dead and I can have like a bit more fun with it. All right, guys, so I'm back home now. That was, yeah, that was really successful, I'd say. The car needs stage 0 things like spark plugs and that. It's not usually good to crank up the boost without doing all those things first. But I just really wanted to see how well it went. And yeah, it actually goes pretty good. Gordon, the guy who I bought it off of, mentioned that at one point he got the head ported. I'm not sure how he did that or who did it or if that's even true. But from how the car feels, it feels a little bit quicker than usual. When I usually get, I've had many other 740 turbo manuals, and if I just put a manual boost controller in it and crank up the boost to, you know, 13, 14 PSI, they usually don't feel quite as quick as this, especially mentioning the fact that this car isn't gutted yet. Like, it still has its full interior. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually, you know, I may as well leave this motor in here and get the use out of it that I can before swapping my spare red block over there in it. Yeah, like, you know what I mean, the motor still runs and it still pulls hard, even though it has some crazy piston slap going on. It's not really the end of the world. I'm going to use that and have some fun with this motor. So actually, I was looking through just now, I was looking through a big stack of receipts that this car came with, and man, like, the guy included receipts dating back to like the mid 90s. Like, Gordon actually owned this car since 1990. So he's spent a really big amount of money maintaining this over the years. You know, like, it's really cool to look at the maintenance receipts that came with the car, because it actually showed that it had a center force clutch installed in it at one point. So I believe that's still the clutch in there right now, because it feels really grabby. So that's really cool. It probably holds a little bit more power than the factory ones do anyways, so that's nice to know. So yeah, guys, unfortunately the A-Tractor, you know, it's probably not going to go back on the road, but its life isn't over yet, because I would like to take it to a drift event before, you know, I completely disassemble it and give the tranny swap to Scott and that kind of thing. So I'm planning on hitting the Matsuri at the beginning of September here. I'm going to bring the A-Tractor. Me and Jake and Josh are going to head up there. Scott might still come with an automatic transmission, or I might, you know, I might be able to sell him one of my other spare M46s. He's just going to have to track down a pedal set and that kind of thing. That's not a problem. We should be able to find that. So yeah, guys, lots of cool stuff coming in the channel. I'm going to continue to mod the black wagon here and go through, you know, I'm going to make it how I want. I'm going to gut the car. I know it's kind of frowned upon because it's a nice original black wagon, but I'm going to be driving this thing for a while, and honestly, with the weight reduction, it saves fuel economy. It makes your car feel so much better as far as handling for drifting and stuff. It makes it faster, higher top speed, better acceleration, less wear and tear on parts and brakes and stuff like that. So, you know, as nice as it would be to keep that full interior in because it's really clean and original, I'm not going to be able to. A gutted car just improves the performance so much that it's hard for me to not do that. With that being said, if anybody wants, is a subscriber of mine and wants some interior parts from this, I don't really have storage for them, so I'm probably going to have to scrap them. If you guys take a look, the interior is really clean. Just over here, like, even if you flip this up, the seats are in pretty good shape and stuff like that, and all the door panels are good. Even the headliner is not too bad in this car, which is crazy. So yeah, it's really windy out here. Holy crap, my mic's probably messed up. So yeah, for the next video idea, I'm going to be gutting all the interior out of it, and basically what I'm going to do is, it has more than just the interior to remove. I got to remove all the AC stuff. You can reduce a lot of weight by taking all the AC components out from under the engine bay. Since it doesn't work, I may as well do that. So what my plan is, when I have a day here, I'm going to do a before and after acceleration test of full weight reduction. So usually I can get about 450 to 500 pounds out of Wagon, depending on, you know, the options inside and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll basically do a 0 to 60 test before and after. I'll leave the boost at what it is and everything, so you guys can get an idea of how much faster gutting your car makes with some weight reduction. So there you go, guys. That's the end of the video. I know it wasn't a very super entertaining one, but yeah, hopefully I can get the diff welded on the Black Wagon, and maybe I'll be able to film some dope street drifting videos pretty soon. So yeah, it's a little bit of a process to go through all the mods again, but hey, I've done it many times and it's not going to take that long. So hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to check out my Teespring store. I know I say this every time, but the Drift Ale, Drifts and Lifts Volvo Drift Ale Drift shirt is coming out very soon. Davis is actually working on it now. He's getting over the mumps. Thank you, Davis, for doing that for me while you're not feeling so well. And yeah, so there's other dope designs out right now. Got Red Block. I'm going to be coming out with more designs in the future though. So stay tuned for that. If you want to cop a dope sticker and support the channel, really appreciate it. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe for big black Volvos. Peace out.